Let's watch some of my best comebacks after having been led 2-6 or 3-6 in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wi-Fi Studios. So I started this match rather not too bad versus a player having high agility, very good forehand and backhand for a Kaito player. 60 of forehand and 59 of backhand is very good for Kaito. Okay, I don't serve very well. Generally speaking, I don't find that I have a good serve. It's one of the points that I can progress much more actually, and it's I mean it's not always. I'm not talking about only the power of the serve, but because even when I play with the power serve plus strong forehand build, well, I don't find that I make a good service enough actually. Okay, well, my opponent has taken the lead quite fast. I've been very inaccurate at first. Fortunately, sometimes, well, he does give me back some gifts, some free points. Bam. He's going to punish me there. Yep, 2-5. That's not what we can call a good start, right? Well, I don't lose faith, of course. As you may know, especially subs, well, I never, I never lose faith. I keep playing, and I just try to focus on the match. I don't mind about the score actually. Just try to do my best to play the best tennis possible in Tennis Clash. And it was like that already when I was playing in the real world. When I was playing a lot of tennis against my classmates after school, after high school, we went practicing in a court near my flat, and well, I was led a lot of times too because, well, some of my classmates were playing in clubs, so they were very good. And I always try to resist, and that was a good mental exercise actually. Tennis is very good for that. It's not only to keep you healthy, to keep you fit, and to train your different parts of your body, but it's also very good. It's very good trainer for your brain. Of course, you have to think during the match about how to outflank your opponent, how to wrong foot your opponent, how to outsmart, to be sneaky. But well, sometimes it's not enough. You can know the theory, but sometimes your mental doesn't follow. So even with the best of skills, if you have fragile mental, that won't work. And we have seen a lot of even pro players in real world. I mean, not here, not in this match, in this game. They don't have a very solid mental. Not everybody has the mental strength of Rafael Nadal or Roger Federer, or Novak Djokovic. You know, some of them are very big talents, like Nick Kyrgios. He's not really a very weak mental, but he has so many men downs, and when the pressure of talent and competition and winning becomes too high for him, well, he tends to forfeit or give up, and that's really too bad because he has really the talent to be one of the top five player and even the top one if he really puts a lot of efforts into it. But well, and Andy Murray as well. Well, why do I say Andy Murray? Well, I'm talking about a Grand Slam winner. Because in terms of game talent and effort, well, Andy Murray has all the potential and all the professionalism that it takes. And as I said, he did win slams and he reached the world in number one rank. But the truth is that Andy Murray has always had problems beating the big three, you know, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic because of his brain, his mind game. He doesn't have, at least in my point of view, he doesn't have as strong mental as the big three. And well, Andy Murray, I find that he has always lost focus in big matches against those three top players. And well, it took him a long time, and even more now with his injury, but to measure and to gain confidence and reach the place that we know that he he normally deserves. Well, that's too bad for him that this injury came at that time, because well, it was not the best time possible. But well, actually, the injury has made him stronger mentally. I mean, so let's go back to this match. So I'm being led by a counterpuncher having 76 agility, not too strong forehands, 57, and a weak backhand, 47. But it doesn't matter for him because obviously with a 76 agility, he's going to counterbalance and turn around the ball to hit with his forehand mainly. Okay, so I have 3 match points to save. I'm starting to save it with a strong forehand. Well, I was talking about the mental toughness in the tennis, and you know, when you are led, to, I think that we we should not become too emotional and lose our concentration, because this obviously will affect negatively our game, and our fingers will not be as well um, accurate. How we say that? No, I mean they won't listen to your your brain anymore. You know, you want it to swipe towards the corner, and it will swipe towards the alley, or you want it to hit a hard drop shot, and well, we become a volley, and, and that's not good. On match points, it's crucial to have good mental tennis wise. I mean, because that will help you, the player, to get back on track. If you lose focus, you lose your mental toughness, you will start having a desire to kind of give up the match, to drop it, and that will be too bad because we will never know. You will never know if you can, if you keep playing your best tennis in this game. Who knows? You will never know if you can. You could have come back. All right, let's see this opponent. So it's a strong forehand, backhand, baseliner with 59 agility, 67 forehand, 62 backhand. Wow. So of course, when I was seeing those stats, I was well, kind of expecting a very hard match, of course. But I tried my best, and well, things were not too bad at first. But they got sore quite quickly because well, 67 forehand is very strong, you know. So I was wondering what could happen in the brain of my opponents when they were leading 6-2 or 6-3, and then they let me come back. I think that it was a tennis situation that the player can perceive as too easy. You know, when you start to lead a lot, say it's by at least 3 points, you have like 3 match points. You you may relax a bit too much, and that that's an error because that will allow a determined opponent to come back and even to get ahead and to win the match. And I think that the I don't know if you have already played tennis or any racket sport, you may have or any other sport or where you have a winning situation, by the end. I think that you may have felt that sometimes that fear of winning. Actually, that's why even elite tennis players can sweat when they are going to serve to win the match. And that's funny because that's where you see that in tennis the mind toughness plays a very big part for the victory because winning is not something that is so natural. You have to learn to win as well. Roger Federer, I mean, he had dropped so many matches when he was a junior. He had such a great talent, but he was very fragile too, and he has learned to win the matches, to kill the matches when it was necessary to do so. But as a junior, well, that can put a lot of pressure on the mental part of the player's game. So I can understand that he had a hard time to do that. Well, this opponent has 70 HLT, 50 forehand and 41 backhand. That's not too strong, but that's enough to put an opponent in a difficult position. I didn't underestimate my opponent here. I was led not on because uh, I was on undervaluation mode, of my opponent. No, not at all. I don't underestimate my opponents because I know that we are kind of playing a super tiebreak, and there isn't a lot of room for errors, correction. If you are led, well, you don't have a lot of occasions of opportunities to correct your mistakes. So I try to focus during the matches all the time. That's not that. I think that sometimes you just have to accept that your opponent plays very well, and that's it. But accepting doesn't mean that you have to be to accept a kind of a fate that you are bound to lose that match. No, don't accept the defeat. Try to equalize. Go for it. Go to equalize. Really, don't hate the defeat. Love the victory. I mean, you have to win. You are playing not to lose the coins. You are playing to win, to win the bags. If not, if this is not possible because your opponent was too good, well, at least you have tried. But don't give up before the match starts or even during the match. When the match hasn't stopped, you still have your chance to come back. So I think that it's easier to say than to do, but you should try. If I mean you, when I say you, it's in general, of course, because I know that a lot of you subs of Gameplay 365 are very strong in this game, mentally, and in terms of skills too. I don't have a natural gift for this game, so I try to fight with my other weapons, and I don't think that mental weakness is what is one of my big problems in this game and the real world, by the way. I've crossed so many obstacles in my life that, some hard situations in the game is funny, actually. Not to say insignificant. Well, I hope you enjoy watching me have some good comebacks after having been led 2-6 or 3-6 in Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wi-Fi Studios. You're going to discover my lineup. I will, yep, we need some cards to level up my Victoria and the Caballot, and we'll have a 67 forehand. Can't wait. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support, and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.